Hello and welcome everyone to your 21-day online retreat. My name is Sura. I'm a meditation coach and trainer and happy to be your guide through these next 21 days. And if you've just joined us, hopefully you have a quiet place where you can sit back and listen, hopefully a warm beverage nearby and it's quiet. I know how tempting it is to be on our computer when we're watching a presentation. So to receive the most from your online experience, I invite you to close down any extra windows or to turn off your phone or to put it farther away so that you can really drop into this space with all of us together. Creating sacred space is so important to cultivating a strong and grounded practice. And it really begins with that. So let's see here. We'll go ahead and let's begin with a short guided meditation. If you're new to meditation, I invite you to sit cross-legged on the floor comfortably with a pillow underneath your sits bones, propping yourself up so that your knees fall gently below your hips. And if you're not able to sit in an easy cross-legged position, you can also sit in a chair or on the couch. And the most important thing is that your spine is nice and tall and that it's relaxed. So there is a tendency sometimes if we're sitting to slouch back, and just allow yourself to sit tall. And by sitting tall, our spine is like an antenna and it's able to receive the energy and the subtle impressions or information that we can often receive during meditation by being in a fully present bodily state. So when we're sitting straight, it has a different energy than when we slouch. Our energy tends to drop. So allow yourself to have a straight, comfortable spine. And if you'd like, you can put some cushions behind your back, the lower back, letting your shoulders melt down. You can even take a few shoulder rolls and imagine your shoulders opening up and softening and relaxing down to the earth. And then if you like, you can gently tilt your head side to side and forward and back until you find that place where your head perfectly balances at the top of your spine. So just finding that nice sense of equilibrium in your body. And then after finding that alignment within your body, experiencing the relaxation with your inner alignment. So let yourself be completely comfortable. You can take a breath, inhale and exhale. Let it all go. Let yourself drop into your whole body in this moment as it is, as you are, completely in this moment. Becoming aware of your body and how you feel in your physical body without any judgment. Noticing your whole body, the front side of your body, the back side of your body, the left side of your your body and the right side of your body. Become aware of your whole body together. Just sitting in the room. Opening the observer perspective, witnessing yourself sitting and breathing, being aware of your whole body, every part. We're going to begin with a gentle body scan. And as I name each part of the body, allow yourself to bring your awareness to that part of your body and simply relax. And keep in mind, there's no wrong or right way to practice meditation. All you need to do is relax and listen and follow the instruction of my voice. So starting with the bottoms of your feet and feeling deeply the bottoms of your feet. See if you can feel the pinky toe. Can you feel the pinky toe? The big toe. The middle toes. And notice all 5 toes together. And relax every toe. Even if it might be a little difficult to feel every toe, you can even imagine relaxing each toe. Now the soles of the feet, both feet, heavy and relaxed. Ankles, lower legs, knees, upper legs, hips, buttocks, groin, lower belly, lower back, mid back, upper back, mid belly, chest, shoulders, collarbone, nice and relaxed, upper arms, elbows, lower arms, wrists, hands, and fingers, all relaxed. Moving up to the neck, the back of the neck, skull, brain, forehead, behind the forehead, eyes, behind the eyes, behind the nose, nose, cheeks, jaw, teeth open and relaxed, back of the throat and the tongue. Feel the whole head open and relaxed, relaxing through your inner organs, the bones of your body, your heart, and your mind. Feel your whole body open and relaxed. Quietly moving your attention to your breath and noticing your breath exactly the way it is. How are you breathing in this moment without any judgment? Noticing your breath. And you don't have to change your breath. Embrace your breath exactly how it is now. And notice what happens when you accept yourself, your body, and your breath exactly the way it is. I accept my body, my breath, and myself exactly the way it is. And what's the little shifts that you notice as you consciously practice acceptance? Acceptance not as a passive practice, but as an active practice, a conscious choice. In meditation, we can work with the breath in a number of ways to create focus, relaxation, and deep calm. In this way, just by watching the breath exactly the way it is, you may have noticed that it helps to breathe easier. And this is a meditation in itself. Watching the breath continuously as it is. The breath is our bridge to this present moment because it's always dynamic, it's always fresh, it's always happening. And the second way is by intentionally slowing down our breath, our in breath and our out breath, making our out breath nice and long and smooth, which allows us to take a nice full in breath. And what you may begin to notice is that as you slow down your breath, it starts to slow the mind. And this is a practice of stretching and lengthening the breath to create calm and focus for your mind. So these are two basic ways. And we'll end with a simple mantra of peace and loving kindness to all living beings. including ourselves, sending this compassion, this energy, full acceptance of ourselves and others as a conscious, active practice. And it's a very simple phrase. May all beings be safe. May all beings be healthy. May all beings be peaceful. May all beings be free. And let's take this moment of quiet to gently contemplate your intention for the next 21 days. What is your intention for learning meditation, for becoming more relaxed in your everyday life? Connecting to our intention, our higher purpose, can keep us anchored and centered and motivated throughout the course of the retreat and even in our everyday practice. So, allowing yourself to come back to your intention, to even feel your intention in your body and in your breath, and noticing how it anchors you, how it centers you. It makes you more strong and positive because our energy follows our thoughts and it follows our intention. So when we're conscious of our intention, it can help to guide our experience. Thank you so much for joining me in that lovely practice together. Why is relaxation so important, especially when it comes to meditation? Oftentimes people think of meditation as this kind of hard and rigid, disciplined practice. And I know that this is the way I approached it when I first started learning how to meditate. I started with Zen Buddhism, and it was a highly disciplined experience. And I remember sitting there like very tense and trying so hard to sit the right way, to breathe the right way, to focus my mind in this right way. And I completely kind of missed the point of relaxing and dropping into my body and feeling wide open and spacious in my physical body. It was more like I was trying to contort myself into a lotus pose. And it wasn't until I started consciously working with relaxation, which really helps to engage the parasympathetic nervous system. This is what allows your body to come into rest and rebalance, also known as homeostasis. It allows your body to release toxins, to digest fully. Less energy is going towards the stress response of fight and flight, which is a tension and anxiety that many of us live in today, a low grade constant stress. So, if we're caught up in an everyday lifestyle, it can wear on our nervous system. And if we're not consciously practicing relaxation, we're kind of wearing down our nervous system and depleting our life force energy. And that's what accelerates aging and disease. And also, we experience pain when we have stress and tension. So, relaxation is like an elixir for meditation. It allows everything to move fluidly. The more relaxed you are, the more energy is going to flow, prana, through your physical body. And prana is this creative, infinite life force energy that we all have access to in our meditation practice. That's why it's called insight meditation, is because we can receive higher insights that we normally wouldn't just in our everyday mind. So when we learn how to quiet down the body, the mind, our energy, we become receptive to our higher source, our true source, our intelligence. You could call that your inner wise self. This is why relaxation is vital before learning meditation. And I recommend that people learn relaxation ahead of meditation. Sometimes, if you start just with meditation, it can actually create more angst and anxiety because people don't have that resource for relaxation. They're just sitting there with their own thoughts, and it can feel very chaotic and crazy and disturbing, making you want to move out of meditation, kind of move out of the present moment, having to really deal with ourselves and face ourselves and go into flight, which is avoidance, kind of running away, distraction. You know, we go to the computer, social media, because we're kind of avoiding what's really going on inside of us and facing that. And until we face that, we'll kind of always have that inner turmoil that's there under the surface. So we're allowing all of this and being with this and allowing it to settle and to release in meditation. So we don't put a cap on what we feel. We don't try to transcend what we feel. We don't try to move past it. We're just really with where we're at. And meditation gives us the courage and the wherewithal to stay with it, to face it, to breathe through it, knowing that it's just energy that's moving through us. It takes 21 days to form a positive new habit or a positive new pattern. And that's why this course is 21 days, and you learn at a graduated pace. So we start with 5 minutes a day, then we go to 10 minutes in the second week and 20 minutes in the third week. And it is meant to challenge you. People do struggle when they move up in their meditation length. But if you just allow yourself to be with it, to sit with it, if you're not in a physical condition to sit for 10 minutes straight, it's okay. There's no pressure to sit for 10 minutes. You can also lie down and listen to the meditation. You'll still get that benefit. So this is what you'll learn in the 21 days. Core skills for meditation. You'll learn relaxation, which helps you initiate the relaxation response of rest and digest. You'll learn how to focus the mind through relaxation. So focusing not by trying and forcing, but by surrendering and by letting go. It's a relaxed focus that we allow ourselves to have. And you'll also learn awareness meditation, also known as insight meditation, where you just allow yourself to be aware of all that arises in your experience with your breath, your body, the sensations, the emotions, the stories, all the thoughts. You just let it all come to the surface. You don't try to make it different or put a lid on it. You allow it all to come up and out. And it's a very transformative experience to just be aware. So that's also what we're learning through the 21 days. And then lastly, visualization, which is often a technique used to promote health and relaxation, as well as enhance performance. If you're an athlete, for example, and you visualize um, hitting the ball over and over again in a certain way, that this creates that neural pathway in your brain and allows you to succeed in the same way that if you were actually practicing, physically practicing, because you're running that energy in your brain and it runs through your entire physical body. So, visualization can be used as a wonderful tool to relax just by visualizing nature. And that's another core skill. That's a right brain creative skill that you can develop. So, the best way to receive the most from your retreat is to stay with the retreat for the full 21 days. There'll definitely be days that you wake up and you just say, no way, I'm running late. I've got all this stuff to do. And I would say that the more you have stuff to do and all these hangups and conversations in your head about why you shouldn't meditate, probably is why you need to meditate. Because meditation actually creates space in your life, a sense of spaciousness within you, and it helps you declutter the mind, and it also allows you to prioritize and focus on what's most important. Sometimes we get caught up and we wake up and we run out of bed, and everything's kind of moving and we want to just get to everything, and meditation allows us to be mindful in the way that we're moving through our day. So meditating every day for 21 days, I think it's great if you can start in the morning with a 5-minute meditation, and then at nighttime end with the same 5-minute meditation. So I really recommend, to get the most out of it, is to practice it 2 times a day, once in the morning and then once in the evening before you go to sleep. Especially before going to sleep, it's a good way to empty out and to clear yourself before you go to sleep so that you can receive more rest and good sleep throughout the night. So sticking with it, showing up every day for meditation, it takes courage because meditation is a naturally transformative practice. So it's just about showing up every day. You don't have to meditate perfect. You just do the meditation, even if it's getting up to practice a meditation in a so-called crappy way, that you're still doing it. That's better than not doing it. So even if it's messy, even if it feels chaotic, just make yourself turn the button on. And then as soon as you turn it on, that you've passed the hardest part, because the easy part is now listening. So even if it's just in the background, even if you're a mom and you have kids and you're getting your kids ready for their day, play the meditation because you set your mind to it, and simply play it, even if you don't have all the right conditions for meditation. Don't let that stop you. Um, do your best to meditate at the same place at the same time every day. It sends a message to your brain to settle down and to prepare for this inner space. And it's just an easy way to knock it off for the rest of your day. If you keep saying, like, I'm going to do it in 10 minutes, I'm going to do it in 2 hours, I'm going to do it when I get a break, the chances are you're not going to do it. So when you just have that time set aside and that place set aside, and you made a nice place for yourself to meditate, it motivates you. And now you don't even have to think about it. It's 8 o'clock, time to meditate. And it's just an automatic thing. It's not like, I'm going to meditate when I have 5 minutes. I'm going to try to do it when I have space. Meditation doesn't work that way. When you cultivate this practice in your life, it's a priority. Just like brushing your teeth is a priority for your day. That's how you make meditation a part of your life, is you make it an important priority, and you just set aside a time for it, and let yourself go at a nice and even steady pace. If you feel like you're getting lost with the different meditations, there'll be different meditations maybe you don't like as much. It's fine to go back to a previous meditation that you really resonate with, but do your best to try the different meditations, because maybe it's opening a part of yourself that's in resistance to learning that skill. So see if you can stay open, have an open heart, and be very compassionate and good to yourself through the whole training. Let yourself just, be nice to yourself when you're meditating. That's the most important thing, is I honestly think is self-love when you're learning meditation, because it can be challenging at times and it moves a lot of energy. So be self-loving. Instead of force, use encouragement and use nurturing and positive. um, Talk positively to yourself, not negatively, positively. Don't ever feel guilty about missing meditation. Meditation is not about evoking negative feelings. It's about promoting um, a positive sense of energy and just accepting who you are, who you truly are. So again, just to emphasize, practice your guided meditation morning and evening time, because you'll only have access for 21 days. See if you can receive the most from those practices in your 21 days. Remember that resistance is perfectly normal in any meditation, retreat, or practice. And it's the way you are with it that matters most. If you let resistance take over, just notice that when you kind of get hard and tight and, oh, I don't want to do it and I don't have time and I've got better things to do. Just notice that voice, and you can even love that voice. Say, hey, you've got a voice, and let's just try this. And work with your resistance. Notice the way you are with your own resistance. It's such a key aspect, not just in meditation, but in life. I highly recommend that you take time to journal with a meditation practice. I find that journaling is instrumental to developing meditation. Personally, my own practice, I wake up and I journal. That's the first thing I do after I make coffee, is I write in my journal. And it's 3 pages at least, stream of consciousness, whatever comes to mind. I also like to tune in and see if there's any messages for that day or things I need to know that are important, or things to focus on. What journaling does is that it helps you integrate the experience, the learning experience from meditation. So it's one thing to have the experience and in that moment and say, wow, this is a great experience. And it's another thing to take that experience and actually communicate and express about that experience. It actually grounds it even more into your physical being. It takes that spiritual energy and information and it helps you to embody it. That's why I love journaling, because it's an active meditation. And how we've set up the retreat for you is that we have journaling questions, they're meditation coaching questions for you every single day. And you can reflect. What we're doing is we're asking you questions so that you're going back inside and you're thinking about, how did that affect me? What changed? And when you do that, it puts a switch in your brain and it opens up that neural pathway in your brain and in your energy. And it helps you bring it down and value what you've gone through and validate everything that you've gone through your writing, just by being able to receive it and express it. So those actions are highly instrumental to developing and refining your practice, receiving more from your practice in a sense.